Motorsport talk online tends to gravitate towards the big names. Formula 1, IndyCar, World Endurance Championship, NASCAR, etc. They are the biggest and most popular series after all. But some of the best, most competitive racing on the planet is happening in series that don't receive the global spotlight they deserve. Here's why 5 of the most underrated championships deserve a spot in your weekly motorsport lineup. All of these series are ones that people have heard of and are familiar with. I'm not going super niche on everyone. I'm not saying you should go watch Mongolian Formula 4 or something like that. I'm just here to make the case for all of these series to be the ones you turn to if you just want some good racing action. Number 1. Super Formula. Why you should watch. It's the fastest, purest open-wheel racing outside of F1. Super Formula, Japan's top-level open-wheeled series, is the closest thing fans will get to Formula 1 performance without all the other trappings that come with it. The Dallara SF23 is an absolute weapon. It's lightweight, has high downforce, and it's blisteringly quick, often producing lap times close to F1 machinery at certain circuits. It's much quicker than other Dallara single-seaters like the IndyCar and the Formula 2 car. What makes Super Formula refreshing is how well it avoids the chaos that plagues other open-wheel series. You get very little artificial manipulation, there's smart but not overly complex strategy, you have real tire management, meaningful pit stops, respectful yet hard battles, and the racing is typically close and clean. The series calendar is pretty short, but it contains great tracks like Suzuka, Fuji, and Sportsland Sugo. Drivers in this series are very good. Of course you'll have Japan's top drivers, but there have been plenty of international drivers throughout the history of this series as well. For 2026, two-time World Rally Champion Kalle Rovanperä will make the switch to single-seaters and will compete in Super Formula with backing from Toyota. If you love open-wheel racing at a high level in its most distilled form, Super Formula is essential viewing. Number 2. Indy NXT. Why you should watch. It's IndyCar's future on full display. Indy NXT, formerly known as Indy Lights, is the main development ladder for IndyCar, and in many ways it delivers more intense racing than the top category. With equal machinery, young drivers fighting to build a career, and a nice mix of ovals, road courses, and street circuits, it produces a uniquely American flavor of Junior Series open-wheel chaos. Like any Junior Series, it quickly becomes apparent who is ready for the next jump up, and who isn't, and how that dynamic evolves over a season. For most of this series' recent history, there has been a lack of entries that have sometimes left the car count in the single digits. This technically has not been a series anyone would have spent their time on watching in years prior, but I think things are changing and this series is becoming one to watch. Recent IndyCar stars like Pato O'Ward, Kyle Kirkwood, and Colton Herta all came through this series and marked themselves out to be ones to watch as they moved up to IndyCar. So why is it really worth your time? I mean, it's young drivers pushing 110% every race. Their careers depend on it. A variety of track types that challenge all-around driving skill. Close, aggressive racing. If you want to see tomorrow's IndyCar stars before the rest of the world does, Indy NXT is your gateway. It's a nice change of pace too. In 2025, the series was carried live on FS1 and FS2, and it's likely to be the same moving forward as Fox bought part of IndyCar entirely. Number 3. The British Touring Car Championship. Why you should watch? It's bumper-to-bumper chaos in the best possible way. The British Touring Car Championship delivers some of the most entertaining, unpredictable, and aggressively competitive racing in the world. It's touring car action at its purest. Door-to-door battles, late-breaking lunges, the kind of stuff that keeps you hooked every single lap. What makes the series special is some of the gimmicks like the balanced performance and the clever race formats. Having a success ballast and reverse grid races, it really means that no one really dominates for long, and championship contenders have to fight their way through traffic every weekend. The result is constant overtaking, real tension, and storylines that change race to race. This series has an extremely long and widely talked about history as the UK's top domestic racing series. Add in some of Britain's iconic circuits like Brands Hatch, Thruxton, and Knockhill, and a grid full of seasoned veterans and hungry young drivers, and you get a series where every race feels like a future highlight reel. Here in the States, you can find the series streamed live on Racer.com. Number 4. GT World Challenge / the Intercontinental GT Challenge. Why you should watch. The best GT drivers, the best GT3 cars, and high-stakes manufacturer battles. The SRO Motorsports Group is the leader in GT racing, with their branches of GT World Challenge being the premier global home of the GT3 class. Why? because nearly every major manufacturer builds world-class machinery that races door to door with extremely small performance gaps. Having a series in Europe, America, Asia, and Australia show just how prevalent the GT3 class has become. The Intercontinental GT Challenge in particular is a showcase of tactical, multi-hour battles featuring factory drivers who are every bit as skilled as those in top-tier categories. Getting entries from each branch of the GT World Challenge tree on tracks like Bathurst, Spa, and Indianapolis is a real treat. So why is it worth your time? There's deep fields with diverse manufacturers and strategies. You have Pro, Pro-Am, and Am classes that create layered on-track battles, and you have long races that are still extremely competitive and aggressive. If you want GT racing at its finest in the modern day, without those pesky prototypes getting in the way, then any of the SRO series are the ones for you. Number 5. The IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge Series. Why you should watch? It's IMSA's hidden gem. It's GT4 and TCR chaos with huge grids. The IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge Series is one of North America's underrated gems. It's a multi-class series that delivers relentless, elbows-out racing from start to finish. Featuring GT4 and TCR machinery, it combines manufacturer variety, deep grids, and endurance strategy into races that are long enough for drama, but short enough to stay intense. What makes the series shine is unpredictability. With dozens of cars on track, traffic management becomes an art form, pit strategy can swing the race in an instant, and there's never really a runaway leader. GT4 battles often come down to the final laps, while the TCR class is a non-stop dogfight where the positions change constantly. The best part is that the series takes place at the same legendary venues as the main IMSA championship: Daytona, Sebring, Road America, VIR. It means that every event has the atmosphere of a major race weekend at a fraction of the pressure. I can vouch for this, having seen this series race at Daytona during the Rolex 24 weekend. There's just tons of action going on throughout the field in both classes. If you love close racing, a diverse mix of cars, and the organized chaos of multi-class sports car racing, the Michelin Pilot Challenge Series is one of the most entertaining series you can watch. It's IMSA's hidden treasure. It's fast, it's fun, it's very competitive. The series can be found streamed on YouTube on the official IMSA channel and on Peacock. So there you have it, 5 series that you should watch in 2026. I hope you take all of these suggestions into consideration. Many of you who are watching this video probably already watched these racing series, but I just want to get the word out to those who might be on the fence about following them. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.